into the record store, Discology. Really nice store. Yeah, this is crazy. This is my hometown. And this building went up in 1964. It was became the tallest building in Reno way back when. And where this empty lot is was a beautiful old hotel called the Mapes Hotel. And Discology record stores right here on the Truckee River. This is the new bridge over the Truckee. Truckee flows out of West Shore Lake Tahoe, winds through Truckee, California, and down into Reno, and empties out into Pyramid Lake, north of Reno, about 33 miles. And that's the old Riverside Hotel. My mom used to entertain there. Jimmy Durante, Mickey Rooney, Danny Thomas. And this is the Truckee River, right here. And the record store is right over to the right. And a 5-star hotel is going to be built within 2 years right over here. And right over here is Discology in this little shop right here.
Of course they have.
All right, let's go on in.
Holy Grails in the
Medeski, Martin, and Wood.
Ooh.
Wow. I'm not sure I've ever even seen.
They don't make very many.
Was this when you were on Rifle? Because I know that
Wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Nice.
anything at all is what you're looking for then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Those guys know how to play the instrument.
Yeah. You know what surprised me though is that a few years ago I had a David Bowie Changes Slowly record on Rifle disc, which I didn't know that they were doing that back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And it was on Coke bottle green vinyl, just like their CD cases were.
Wow.
And their Spark.
Status quo.
Because they were still using Spark. We just share everything. Now it's one thing if Bono writes the lyrics, he's going to get a writing credit for that, and that's
Right.
a lot of publishing involved. But you split everything equally, regardless of your position in the band, whether you're Adam the bass player, Larry the drummer, Ed the guitarist, or Ron, you're splitting equally. And I think
Equally.
it's one of the only reasons that they're still around.
That's right. Because Bono's personality is just way over the top.
He's three people's egos.
Exactly.
His own.
So
Yeah.
that
And I love you too. I do. I'm a huge fan. Not so much in the last 20 years, but the first 20
Yeah.
years are amazing. And they're, one of my favorites of all time. I've seen them in concert multiple times. Amazing what they still can do.
I saw him on the Joshua Tree tour at Oakland Coliseum with the Pretenders warming up.
Killing.
I know.
That's one of my favorite singers right now.
Oh, Sarah Jarosz.
Sarah
Yeah,
Jarosz,
yeah, right.
Who is it?
Sarah Jarosz.
There it is.
Yeah,
I see
Nina
it.
Hagen.
Yeah.
My Way. And now
She
the
reminds me
time
of,
is.
do you know the San Francisco punk band, The Avengers?
I do.
So I'm reading the biography right now of their bass player who ended up being Chris Isaak's guitarist,
Really.
James Calvin Woolsey,
Uh-huh.
who died like 4 years ago. And she reminds me a lot of Penelope, the singer from The Avengers. The same haircut, everything,
Right.
blonde, the lips, all of it. Yeah, pretty fun.
Well, that was really, really fun. Trip to David's shop, Discology, and about the nicest guy that could possibly own a record store. It's right there on the Truckee River, as you saw. And as we speak, Burning Man is going on right now out in the Black Rock Desert. Burning Man 2022. Everybody came through Reno as they do, they buy their supplies and they have their, different vehicles, and they pick up a bicycle to ride on the playa out there on the desert. And it's going to be a great festival this year. We've had just a glorious summer. No forest fire smoke, just amazing. And just such a really nice trip to Discology yesterday. I picked up 7 records, and I spent all of $60. If you're in Reno, stop by North Sierra Street, Discology, LPs and CDs and DVDs. Really small store. The reason why I didn't film inside of his store is he has a lot of folks' record collections in there right now, and it's pretty packed. So, but he has a lot of records, a lot of analog sourced records, and some newer vinyl. He doesn't really care so much about that. He's more into the older pressings. So I'm just going to get right ahead and show you. We're going to discover these together. I scored for, what was it? I think it was $3. Roberta Flack, Chapter 2. Really glad to have this. Love Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. This one has reverently on it, What You Gotta Do, Just Like a Woman, the Dylan cover, Let It Be Me, The Impossible Dream, just fantastic. Roberta Flack, so underrated. And, people in the know have always enjoyed her, but she's kind of losing popularity. Love these inner sleeves. Here it is for Atlantic. And on the back we have Cold Blood, Esther Phillips, Roland Kirk. On the front you saw Led Zeppelin 3, Rascals. And here it is on the Atlantic for Roberta Flack, and that was all of $3. But really, these just broke down to $60 for the 7 records. Now, next, I've been looking for a clean copy of Mask, Kansas, and I love this cover of this record. Always have. I really do like Kansas. I like progressive rock a lot. Just another genre that I enjoy so much. And Steve Walsh, Kerry Livgren, I mean, this is just great to have. I had a copy of this long time ago in the shrink, and I don't know where it went. And here it is on the Kirshner label, as in Don Kirshner, I believe. Should be CBS Records. And 2 cents worth. I just love that track. This is a really good Kansas album. And here's Steve Walsh and Kerry. Really nice find. Oh, and this is David's logo for Discology. And there was another fella that's in town. Tedeschi Trucks is appearing. I think they were last night actually, and he was in town looking for different records. He was looking for Willie Nelson Teatro, and that's a hard one to find. And he was saying that, why don't you put your the name of the store on here? And David was saying, no, I like it this way, and I like it that way too. Now next, this just wasn't very expensive at all, and I have this on CD, and this is Ecstasy by Nina Hagen. And I knew Nina Hagen's guitar player back in the 90s. She was from the Bay Area, and she got that gig with Nina Hagen. I didn't know her really well, but we talked. I saw her often up at Lake Tahoe. And I love this one. It has her great rendition of My Way. And this is just a good album. I'm just glad to have it. So Nina Hagen. And I'll show you the songs here. And the inner sleeve is pretty cool. Now let's see what the vinyl looks like. I mean, I was in such a hurry. Oh, it's on a red Columbia. I spent so much time in the store that I was pretty late for dinner. I got home about 5:30 or 6. Now, this is cool. I've been getting some Michael Hedges lately, and Michael lived in Mendocino, and he died in a car accident on that road from Cloverdale through Boonville and Philo and on the way to Little River and Mendocino. Very tragic. Such a talent. Unbelievable guitarist. If you don't know Michael Hedges, listen. All Along the Watchtower, Come Together, the live version of his cover of Come Together, Beatles. So Michael Hedges, I have this one, and this is just a very, very clean copy. And it should be on Windham Hill Records, is it? No, Open Air Records. And it's just going to be minty. I don't really need to take this out. Now, next, this is sealed. And you may not think, this is the Cars, that this is a very good Cars album. But I beg to differ. I used to have to drive. I worked in mining 10 years ago when at the tail end of the recession, and I wanted to make the same kind of money that I was used to making in the hotel business, and I did. Small crew out of British Columbia and out of Vancouver, actually, and we did really, really well. And one time on CD, I listened to this front to back, going to Eureka, Nevada. It's 250 miles from Reno on the loneliest highway in the world, or whatever, loneliest highway in America. And it's really quite a drive. And I listened, and they're just, well, there's two outstanding songs on here. Here's side one and side two. And I can't wait to spin this because I forget what they are, but I'm glad to have this, and this is sealed. So he really, I mean, this broke down to, this was the last record that I bought, and it broke down to maybe $6 or $7 for a sealed Cars record, pretty much OG. Now, here's a band I've been wanting to get. In the UK, you guys say status quo, and we say status quo over the pond here. And I'm loving having this live status quo. I'm telling you. Cool. Glad to have it. I have them on CD. I have about 4 or 5 different status quo albums on CD, but glad to have this one. There's the band rocking it. And I love my 70s rock music. And here's a inner gatefold. This is actually one of my favorite scores out of these 7 records. And there's the boys in the band. And you guys from the UK know these guys. I just don't know them as well. I just love the band. There we go. And it looks like he likes to enjoy a little libation. It was something, smoky. And so status quo live. Very cool. This is EMI, but this is on US Press for Capital. Now, my last record, I have this on CD, and this is just so wonderful. This is John Wetton, Alan Holdsworth, Bill Bruford, Eddie Jobson. Man, this is UK. One of their best albums. Just really pleased to have this one. Absolutely. It was just such a nice trip there yesterday. If you're in Reno, or maybe next year on your way to Burning Man, if you're going to go, stop by Discology and say hi to David. And here is the label for UK. And that's all I got. You know, normally this is my Thrift Store Finds Monday. I'm going to give it a rest. I have thrift store records I could have shown. I have actually 3 hauls that are kind of waiting in the wings. So guys, thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.